Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I did it! I soft-locked death. I'm the greatest Castlevania player of all time. Ah! Let me grab this thing before I time out. I used a basic speedrunner strat. I did. I did. We go, somebody wanted to see the crazy. They wanted to see the crazy puppy, and that's you. Hello. Hi. I know, you want to paw me in the face for some reason. Why do you always want to hit me in the face? I just want to scratch your head and love you, and you're just like, yeah, but how about if I just pierce your lip with my claw, Papa? Isn't that what you want, Papa? There was one stream, back when I started streaming, where she just laid down on the floor for the whole time I was playing. And I had a pupper cam on her and everything. It was very cute. Yes, a little puppuccino pupper cam. And it never happened again. She hasn't laid down while I've been streaming ever. Oh, broken tongue. Do you see the broken tongue? The tongue is broken. Just like your brain. Just like the brain. Yeah, she is beautiful. That's the problem. She knows she's beautiful. Okay, why are you eating my...
YouTube's like... Castle, easy game. What's the last? I hope it's just more. There's not like another shitty mini game that I haven't beaten. The fuck is this? Okay. Huh. No. No. No! I did. What kind of hitbox bullshit is that? It's one of those things that you get to a point and all of a sudden you're like, well, I guess I gotta check every room. You're welcome.
You recording?
Hi, my name is Jovi. May I have a seat, please? Oh, thank you very much. Have a good day.
No. No. No! I did. What kind of hitbox bullshit is that?
So, what are you doing for your genitals?
I don't know if I can modify the genitals.
Yeah, you can.
Where's the genital modding?
Right underneath scarring.
Hold on. There's nothing under there. Why would you tease me like that, Fleeps?
Yeah, there is. I'm seeing a naked tab on my TV screen right now. Maybe you have it turned off in the settings or something.
I've been missing nudity this whole time?
Yeah, you get to see it all.
Jesus! Where? Show genitals! Oh my god! There's been genitals this entire time? This changes the entire game for me. I can have a little quiet dick in there. That's crazy. By the way, great set of fake tits on this gnome. Let me tell you. Like, in the Underdark, they must have a great plastic surgeon. This changes everything. Watch what happens. Panty shot! What is going on with this golf game? It's a golf game where it's like, if you hit it in the water, you know what you're gonna see. Some spoiled schoolgirl panties. Oh yeah. I think I'm good, Nintendo. Thanks. Good lord. Look at how short my hair is. Oh, help me, Noxie, Noxie. I need your help, Noxie, baby. I gotta know, can you hear me? What do I sound like? My microphone, she's doing bad, Noxie. Can you hear me? Noxie, can you hear me? You can hear the game. I be heard? Okay. Hey, maybe this microphone is fine. My blue snowball is taking a shit. Hold on. I'm going to change this up, and then we're going to get this right in the screen in a way that it can be seen. And you're going to think it's mean. But that's what's going to be. Good. Reset it so you can see it. Being so strange. I mean, it is kind of strange. I'm just saying. Oh boy, the puppies are here. Everything's going crazy. Thank you. Anyway, if you've never played this game before, you are in for a capital T treat. I've won, and a lot of people would like to know what it is. Some call me Trilby, and as the name it suits, I've been called many things. A burglar, a hoodlum, a criminal. I prefer to think of myself as a gentleman thief. And tonight I have something potentially very rewarding in store. My fence phones me in the middle of the night and asks if I know about Defoe Manor. Apparently the last of the Defoe line has obligingly died without heirs, leaving all the family valuables up for grabs. The lawyers have got the place locked up tight, of course, but that's never stopped me before. And the place is, of course, deserted. Yes, this should be a painless and rewarding evening's entertainment. Oh, Trilby, you fool. Trilby, you ignorant slut. Is it too loud? I can turn it back down. And the gentleman thief makes his entrance. Now let me see what happens if I try and make this screen larger for me, and I can't. They should be in the drawer upstairs under the microwave in that gray kit. Well, do you hear the whispers? Do you hear the whispers? The footsteps? Walk, look, use, talk, save, load, quit. Love this spooky game. The pitterings and patterings. Yeah, no, nothing to see here. Everything is going to be fine. Look at it, I've got a little, my grappling hook launcher made to look like an umbrella. The window through which I entered the place. The only problem is that you need to change everything. You can't just do a right-click thing. It won't open. It must have jarred shut somehow. Oh, well, I guess I'd take the old-fashioned way out.
I can see from here it's empty. I have no interest in these books. Yeah, empty. I guess the family solicitor got here first. It's too bulky to carry around. It's also unsigned and therefore valueless. They have no value to anyone except the owner, and he's dead. What are they? Bachelor of Law awarded to Clarence Defoe at the University of Warwick. Clarence Defoe was the last owner of the house who recently died, and I think I have just lost whatever sympathy I had for him. Bachelor of Law? Doesn't seem like a Victorian fixture. Must be an addition made by the first recent tenant. The drawers are all either empty or full of meaningless paperwork. Because lawyers are automatically scumbags. No, I get it. I can't believe that you got modded for scumbags. That's pretty funny. What? Oh no! No! Stay away from me! Stay away! What got into him? Oh wait. I keep forgetting I'm wearing this thing. But who the hell was that guy? I was under the impression this house was empty. Damn shut. Locked. I better let him know that I'm a criminal with ill intent. I'm not the sort of cat burglar who leaves taps running out of sheer benevolence. When I need it, I'll let you know. Nothing here. How anticlimactic. Damn shut. A fellow robber, I should chase him and make the thief sign. This isn't Quest for Glory. At its belly, Arthur! Damn. He does look a little like Inspector Gadget. Have you ever played this game before, Dom? It's creepy. So if you're not ready for the creeps, then perhaps invest in another use of your time today. Can you walk the fuck downstairs, please? This is not Sierra. This is a fan-made game from Yahtzee Crenshaw, the guy who used to do zero punctuation. Now he does second wind. An ordinary telephone. Perhaps this could be my ticket out of here. Looks like an edition of the local rag. Line's dead. Somehow I was expecting that. No latch, no chain, no deadbolt. It doesn't even have a keyhole. So why won't the bloody thing open? This is becoming very tiresome. Wait, so when did Xena fan art enter the Centennial Carousel? No, I'm just putting in fun pictures, that's all. It's not a Centennial Carousel anymore, it's just little fun that I like, stuff that I like. You always keep abreast of day-to-day events. We are definitely off-brand today. It's a copy of the local paper, dated last Friday. Heir to Defoe states found dead. Sir Clarence Defoe, last of the long-running Defoe line, was found dead yesterday in his home. Defoe, 24, was found hanging from a tree in the front yard of Defoe Manor. His recent bride, Julia Swanson Defoe, was also found dead in the mansion, apparently stabbed to death. Inspector Jacob Barnes, the officer in charge of the investigation, has closed the case. There's no mystery here, he said. Defoe killed his wife and then himself. We have already disproved the possibility of a third party. Stuff that I like, nudity. Well, hold on tight, because we'll get to that. Sir Clarence solicitor, Michael Chatham, Cheatham, however, has gone on record questioning the inspector's judgment. The last I saw Sir Clarence, he was infinitely content. He would never have committed such an act. Plus, there was no suicide note. Well, if there's no note, then why would someone do it? It's just ornamental. The drawers in the cabinets are all empty. I think finding a way out of this place is higher on my priorities than stealing the furniture right now. A nice sit-down can wait for later. I know some pretty unscrupulous art dealers, but I doubt even they deserve this. I doubt any of these would be helpful. Well, what do you know, Trilby? I fear it would swallow me whole. Had no comment at this time. In other news, Society World is still shaken by the death of Sir Clarence Defoe. Sir Clarence and his wife Julia were found dead last Thursday in Defoe Manor. Our correspondent, Peter Daltrey, has the report. It was just 4 weeks ago that the place was a buzz of activity as Sir Clarence Defoe moved in with his new bride, Julia Swanson Defoe. Now, after this shocking tragedy, the place is quite quiet as a tomb and empty of human life. Yeah, well, not quite. Sir Clarence had only proven his attachment to the Defoe lineage almost 1 year ago, and since then had been renovated a long-abandoned family mansion in preparation for his marriage. The police have already declared the tragedy as a murder-suicide, although many have insisted that Sir Clarence was incapable of such an act. The debate rages on while the fate of the house and the family fortunes remain unclear. This is Peter Daltrey, BBC News, Defoe Manor. Thank you, Peter. Our top stories again. Minister. I hate television. What do we got here? It's a length of slim extension cord. Hey! Oops. It's about time you showed up. I'm sorry? Ah, well, you should be. I've been stuck in this house for days. Where's the way out? I'm sorry, I don't understand. You're the guy who owns the place, right? No? Oh, so how'd you get in here? Window on the second floor. Is it still open? Oh, no, jammed shut. Yeah. Well, looks like the house has a new guest. I hope no more turn up. We've only got 5 chairs. If you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. He's so ready to tell everyone he's here to steal things. Wait a minute. Yes? Who are you? Oh, I beg your pardon. Hardy's the name. Phil Hardy. Call me Phil. And you are? Trilby. Mr. Trilby, I'm afraid you are now a prisoner. Like me, like everyone in the house. A prisoner? Don't ask me why, but once you get in, the house won't let you leave. I've tried all the doors and windows. None of them open. Garden wall's unclimbable, and I can't turn laundry. But why? Who's keeping us here? Beats the hell out of me. Whoever it is, they will certainly not be safe from my fists once I get out of here. So if there's something you're not telling me, now would be a good time to get it off your chest. I assure you I'm completely mystified. So how many more people are in this place? Only 3 more. First there's Jim, the youngest. He turned up just after I did. He's a good kid. Second, Simone Taylor. You probably know her off the telly. She's a correspondent for the BBC. She came here to make some kind of documentary, I think, but now she's stuck here with us. Lastly, there's AJ. Skinny bloke with a stash, won't tell us who he is or where he came from. All I know is he's been here longer than anyone, nearly a whole week. I think I've already met him. What a heartwarming story. Anyway, why don't you see if you can track them all down? I'm calling a house meeting in the lounge. Spread the word. I trust you'll enjoy your stay at Defoe Manor, Mr. Trilby. I still don't understand. Just find the others and tell them to meet up in the lounge. How very English of them. We can discuss things properly then. How adorable. It's more like a cardboard scale model. I'm not sure I want these pictures. They're a little sickening. The antlers wouldn't fit inside my blazer. Oh, this thing's heavier than it looks. I'm not carrying this around everywhere. Better find a place to put it down. Now that I've established violence as an answer for the people responsible, feel free to tell me you're responsible. My fist will find purchase in your face with much discretion. No thanks, I have a thing about lines. A glass bell jar containing a rather hideous-looking wooden idol. Evidently someone fancies themselves a big game hunter, or maybe they just fancy themselves. So it's not enough to kill animals in Africa, he's to come and do it in Canada, too. Stuffed tiger head mounted as an act of the snarling, presumed to justify its death in some small way. It's been lit recently. A very old sepia photograph of a man in explorer's gear standing over a dead tiger. The label reads, Sir Roderick tames the vicious beast. The gun he's holding looks a lot like the one over the fireplace. Portrays a native bear of an aggressive stance before a very weary-looking lion. The label reads, Savage versus Savage. An ancient picture of two men in full hunting gear. Sir Roderick and Carstairs. A very old photograph of a small collection of straw hats. The label reads, A Native Village. Literal thief and premature grave robber spends all of his time explaining why no, everyone else is the criminal. Look, I just came here to steal things. You all are the ones who are being violent offenders. In the grand scale, I mean, I'm just burglaring. A robbery is something much more offensive. It's a pleasantly professionally quality portrait of a bearded man in a Victorian explorer's outfit. A little plaque at the bottom reads, Sir Roderick Defoe. A nicely varnished oak dining table, probably bought from Ithaca. Well, one of these windows has to be open. Jammed shut. It's too big to carry around with me. Jammed shut. Curious. Evidently no one cares if I starve in this place. Maybe if I had something to cook, but I don't. Yeah, contains a large bag of salt. It's too big to carry around with me, but if I have any lethal quantities of salt, I know where to look. Oh goody, it's stick. I'm sorry, a twig. Pick up sticks. Pushing the tree makes the upper branches sway a little bit. What fun! What fun! Locked. Don't any windows open in this stupid place? The water is deep and smells strongly of chlorine. It looks like a pipeline comes away from the pool and goes under the lawn. I wonder where it leads. done a real number on the lawn, digging their way out. No, it seems more like they were looking for something. Curious. Obviously a fan of the LucasArts games, was the creator of this, because he had the click interface versus the right-click interface that Sierra made common. Duggy, 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 duck, 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 duggy, 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 duck, 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 duck. Hello. Pardon me, madame. What? Oh, hello. Philip mentioned we had a new guest. You're Simone Taylor, right? Yes, you must have seen me on the TV. And you are? Trilby. Got a first name? No. Hey, wait a second. Not the cat burglar, Trilby. Oh, wow, I presented a Crime Watch special on you once. Crime Watch. Oh man, I wish I had a camera right now. This could be huge. You wouldn't consent to an interview, would you? Madam, even if I did have a sudden regarding brain injury that would cause me to do so, retarding brain injury, don't you think our apparent imprisonment is slightly more urgent matter? Well, I admit I thought so the first day I was here. But I've been here 4 days now, and I really think I'm learning a lot about this place. If I could just get these infernal doors open. Philip's calling a house meeting in the lounge. Yes, it's so like him to do that when a new face appears. I'll see you later, Mr. Trilby. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Strange woman. Yes, she's the strange one. No one in here. Locked. 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 It still won't open. Well, where the fuck shit is everyone else? It has been several years since I played this game, so I don't remember where everyone else is. I wonder if you have to find them in order. You know, like you find her first and then you find the rest. Otherwise, that's the game, just me walking around and you listening to a door sound. Over and over and over and over again. Baby. This is the peak of adventure gaming. Just walking around over and over again. Oh yeah. Hey. 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 Is there someone up in the tree? Oh, hi. You're new. Have you come to set us free? No, apparently I'm a prisoner now, too. I'm guessing you must be Jim. What were you doing in the tree? Thought I might be able to get over the wall. But the tree's too far. And there's a ravine just outside the wall, too. How convenient. So I understand, yes. Philip wants us all to meet up in the lounge. Oh, okay. I'll head there now, then. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. Locked. Anyone over here? Now that I've found the youngest? No. I don't want to get dirt under my fingernails. I'm a gentleman thief, after all, not a filthy scoundrel. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Ah, a new arrival has graced us with his presence. I expect there's a lot you'd like to know. Join the club. Yeah. Tap, tap, tap. So let me see if I've got this clear in my head. You're all trapped in this house by some invisible intelligence. Right. And you can't leave. And as soon as I entered, I became trapped too. Yeah, where are the other chairs? Pretty much. Why? Why would anyone want to keep us prisoner here? Maybe they're just lonely. No, if they wanted company, they'd have shown themselves. Maybe they have. Maybe one of us is behind all of this. I pretend we didn't. I don't know, do I? I don't speak, loony. We mustn't quabble among ourselves. Hampered by paranoia and suspicion, we'll only hinder each other. I suggest we assume for now that we four are all innocent. I agree with that. We five, including AJ. Where is he, anyway? I couldn't find him anywhere. I saw him just after I arrived, but he ran away from me. Well, that's odd. Listen, Mr. Trilby. We work as a team in this house. That's how it's been since it started. So we all have to share information. No secrets. So why did you come to this house? He's a cat burglar. Why do you even have to ask? Well, I didn't come here to take part in some bizarre Big Brother event, that's for sure. Is there anything you know about this house that would help? Anything at all? I doubt I know much more than any of you. All I knew is the last heir just died and it's supposed to be empty. Well, I guess not much of a help then. Well, I suppose an extra pair of hands is always useful. I'm still not completely clear on a few details. Do I get to ask you all some questions now? Sure. Just ask any of us whatever you'd like. Finally, the asking question phase of the adventure game. What if this is the Gabriel Knight 2 reporter? Yeah, she's not going to have a good time in this game then. Do the Brits have Big Brother, or is he leveraging some Orwellian doublespeak? Big Brother started in the UK, so it's sort of like it's their Survivor. Or it's their real world, I would say. And it's still incredibly popular over there. Miss Taylor. Yes. What do you know about the mansion? Well, I've heard some pretty disturbing stories about it. There we go. There's been stories of weird happenings around it for decades. Ever since the first disappearance of the original owner and his son. People have gone missing in the area around the house more than anywhere else in the country. People from all walks of life. People like us. Don't say that. How did you come to be here? I only came down here for a documentary. There's been a lot of interest in old ghost stories lately. We figured something on Defoe Manor could pull in ratings, and not because it would make interesting viewing. This is why I hate television. Excuse me, I was talking. I arrived here before the camera crew. I was supposed to wait for them, but I couldn't resist just taking a walk around the grounds. Next thing I knew, I was in the backyard. I looked all over, but I couldn't find a way back to the front. It was my own fault, really. Yes, it was. What happened to your camera crew? Nope, that's not all I needed to know. What happened to your camera crew? I've no idea. They probably just left when I never showed up. Sort of glad they didn't get mixed up in this too. Right. Tell me a bit about yourself. Oh, that's so sweet of you to ask. We're in for it now. I'm a correspondent for BBC, but you probably already knew that. I'm afraid I don't watch much television. Oh, sometimes I present documentaries or variety shows. Whatever I'm needed, really. That's all I really wanted to know. Mr. Hardy? Yes, Mr. Trilby. What do you know about the mansion? Plenty. I read an article in this month's Treasure Hunting Monthly. It was built by some explorer guy, Sir Roger Defoe or something like that. His wife had died giving birth, and he and his son went missing some time later. Hell, maybe the article could tell you better than I could. I'll let you borrow it. Thanks. Just don't mess it up too much. It's for my scrapbook. How did you come to be here? Well, I came up to look for some artifacts. And I'm sure you had a full consent of the Defoe solicitors to do so. Shut up. I just heard of some old family tomb somewhere under the building. I mean, really old. Anything inside probably doesn't belong to anyone, so finders keepers. I managed to call in a few favors and get over the ravine in the back wall. Then, of course, I couldn't get out again. How many people know you're here? A handful, I suppose. They wouldn't get suspicious till I go missing for months, though. Tell me a bit about yourself. About me? No, I'm what you call the import-export business. You're a thief. I am not a thief. I am a treasure hunter. I only take what belongs to dead people, since they're no longer using it, you know. Our new friend here, he's a thief. True, but I'm also a gentleman, and I only take what I'm sure no one's using too. I'm sure that's great comfort to them. That's all I wanted to know. Righto. So, Jim. Yes? What do you know about the mansion? Not much. We could always just about to see the roof of the playground wall. We all used to tell each other it was haunted. Why? Were there any stories or legends attached? Well, a friend of mine used to say a crazy hermit lived there, who killed people and ate them alive. Oh, well, that's certainly reassuring. How did you come to be here? It was so stupid. We climbed over the school wall at lunchtime. Why? It was a dare. We were going to see how long it would take the school to find us. Then we come across the old house, and Richard dared me to knock on the door. He bet me £1 I wouldn't do it. My school was like that. Broke my collarbone playing pylon once. Shut up, Philip. What happened next? Well, I was about to knock on the door, but it opened by itself. I heard Richard dare me to take a step inside. So you did, and the door closed behind you, and it wouldn't open again? Yeah. Your friends didn't call the police or anything? How should I know? I guess they didn't, since nobody come. That was on Wednesday. The school probably know I'm gone now. I see. This series is fun to watch Crowshaw's creative talents expand. I'm still sort of confused why they only made a movie out of the 5th game. They made a movie out of the 5th game? Which one? What are you talking about? Oh, Gran. Was that one sitting in your were you sitting with that one? Was that one just in the chamber? Oh. 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 No, I think I find that I spent considerably little thought on that one. More thought than necessary. Oh, it's terrible. Tell me a little about yourself. Like what? I don't know. Where were you before you came here?
I was at St. Trinian's boarding school not far from here. Been there since I was 10. My parents moved around a lot, you see.
How old are you now?
Nearly 16.
That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
Anyone else see the pattern in all these stories? What pattern would that be? Seems to me the house only traps people individually. It didn't try to trap Jim's friends or Simone's camera crew. It's only letting us in one at a time.
You're talking about the house like it's intelligent.
Surely it's more likely there's just some joker behind all this. Maybe. But how did they know we were coming? How did it know to leave a window open for me, risking one of you finding it?
You think the house is haunted?
I wouldn't throw that word, but I definitely have a very odd feeling. Like we're being watched, I suppose. Yeah. Maybe it's one of Simone's ratings winners. Excuse me? They're locking up some people in a house against their will, secretly filming them. Sounds like a natural reality TV progression. It's also highly illegal. Would stop some people. Where the hell has AJ got to anyway? I was hoping he'd be here. He's been doing some research on the house. He was going to share it with us tonight. Maybe someone should go look for him. What now? It's getting pretty late. I admit I'm beginning to feel tired. That was quick.
Yeah, me too.
But what about AJ? I don't think there's any need to worry now. If he still hasn't turned up by morning, we'll look for him. Oh, all right. But we look for him as soon as we get up. What was that noise? Oh, Jesus! No! Simone! Philip! Jim! Oh, God! Who did this? What the? You did this? Stay back! I'm warning you! Who are you? Christ, I've never dreamt so vividly before. That was so disturbing. See you in a minute, Gran. Enjoy your food. Clap, 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 clap. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, good. Everyone's not dead. Jim?
Hi, Mr. Trilby.
Do you know where the others are?
Well, I don't know where Mr. Hardy is, but Miss Taylor's up in the library.
The library?
Yeah, I think she broke the door open or something.
Thanks. Taylor's up in the library.
The library. On the second floor, she broke it open or something.
What are you reading there?
Treasure Island. I found it in the living room.
How are you liking it?
Well, it's a bit heavy going. I think I prefer Terry Pratchett.
Seen AJ anywhere?
Not since yesterday morning. He seemed pretty anxious about something.
Did he say what?
No. Just something about getting to the bottom of all this. Then he left the room and I never saw him again.
How are you feeling?
Okay, I guess. I had this really horrific dream. But you don't want to hear about it.
You're taking this imprisonment thing very well, I must say.
Well, it's not really different from boarding school, really. Except there's no one to hit you across the knuckles when you talk too much at night.
That's all. The library is unlocked. Hello, Miss Trailer. Ah, hello, Mr. Trilby. Sleep well? To be honest, not really. I had this terrible dream. Someone had killed you and Philip and Jim. I remember a huge guy wearing a welding mask. Let me guess. He took off the mask and he looked exactly like you. No, actually, he looked exactly like you. What does that mean? Frankly, I don't want to know. You know where the others are? Well, Philip said he was going into the garden. I don't know where Jim is, and AJ's still missing. Thanks. Did you break the lock on the door? No, I just came up here and it was like that. I suppose AJ must have done it. He must have been reading from that pile of books. I don't know exactly. I'll have to ask him. So I take it AJ hasn't turned up yet? No. Do you think he found a way out? If he did, he didn't have the decency to tell us. I wouldn't be surprised. He's kind of jumpy. Maybe he just saw an opportunity and took it. Maybe. What do you know about AJ? Not much. He refused to tell us anything about himself, where he came from, why he came here. Not even his full name. Kind of suspicious, isn't it? Do you think he's had some kind of agenda? I wouldn't really know. Of course, you're no one to judge when it comes to withholding names. Eh. How are you holding up? Oh, spare me the gallantry. I'm just fine. See you later. The 1988 edition of Encyclopedia Britannica with Wagner and Woodhouse missing. Oxford English Dictionary. These don't come cheap. Delia's How to Cook series. A collection of old road maps and atlases, probably tragically out of date. Lovely bound textbooks on gardening. Books on the occult, no doubt interesting bedtime reading. This is a shelf of nothing but photo albums, books on photography, cartooning, and watercoloring. Sun-bleached skull, probably placed here to add gothic ambience. Some of P.G. Woodhouse's best. Historical texts on most of the really well-known noble families. The history of the Defoe lineage, that looks interesting. Something called the Digest of Visual Arts. Several volumes of something called the Digest of Visual Arts. Evidently, someone's been doing a little research here. I think it's about time I read up on the Defoe family. I can't think of a use for these books at the moment. Let's look at our family history book. Oh, but first, let me also look at this article. It's an article cut out from a magazine called Treasure Hunting Monthly. The Mystery of Defoe Manor. Defoe Manor, one of the country's more notorious stately homes, is renowned for being a great source of untold wealth. But what is the curse that surrounds the creaky house? The mansion was built in the early 19th century by the legendary explorer Roderick Defoe in celebration of his retirement and marriage. Sir Roderick disappeared along with his only son on the 15th year anniversary of his wife's sudden death. After that, the house fell into possession of a succession of heirs, most of whom died or disappeared in mysterious circumstances. The house was left abandoned after the last heir was thought to have died in 1946, until the recent appearance of Clarence Defoe, who managed to prove his connection to the lineage and inherit the house. A History of the Defoe Family, Volume 7. Roderick Defoe, later Sir Roderick Defoe, is probably the most famous of the lineage. Using a lot of the inheritance he attained when his parents died suddenly, he embarked on a series of adventuring throughout the globe, earning quite a reputation as a colonial explorer. He retired from adventuring at the age of 40 when he met his future bride, Belinda Rothman, and fell instantly in love. He built a luxury manor in the countryside, and the couple moved in as soon as the work was complete. By all accounts, the couple were deliriously happy, which is what made Belinda's sudden death while giving birth to their only son Matthew all the more tragic. Sir Roderick was in mourning for a long time, leaving the upbringing of Matthew in the hands of numerous nannies and tutors. When he finally did start taking an interest in his son, he was known to be bitterly disappointed as his son rejected the idea of joining the army, preferring to pursue art and literature. As Matthew neared the age of 15, however, he and his father seemed to grow closer. They didn't always see eye to eye, but they seemed to understand each other and offer unconditional love. And then, on Matthew's 15th birthday, he and Roderick disappeared. A servant found bloodstains in one of the rooms, but no bodies were found. The fate of Sir Roderick and his wayward son remain a mystery to this day. The first of many mysterious disappearances connected to the Defoe line in the family house. Cool. Cool. Nothing terrifying about this place. Fire your fence, Trilby. The fence who was like, go here, it'll be great. Locked. It's ASMR. Hello, Mr. Harding. Well, look who's up. Have you seen the others? I saw Jimmy was in the dining room. Don't know about the tailor woman. Thanks. You know if AJ's turned up yet? Not to my knowledge. In fact, I don't think we'll ever be seeing him again. Why not? Well, if this is some kind of reality TV stunt, he must have been in on it. Maybe he's gone to file reports on how all the hidden cameras are working. I honestly doubt this is the work of the BBC, Philip. Do you have a better explanation? Not yet. Well then. What are you doing with a metal detector? It's actually part of the plan to get out of here. Oh, good. I've heard there's some kind of family tune buried underneath the grounds. If I can find it, there might be another way to surface. And I presume any family valuables would be down there would be an unexpected bonus. Aye, Judge, let's not you be judged yourself. You're a cat burglar, for God's sake. At least I have a sense of priorities. Well, you found an escape route and saved us all. I'll be sure to apologise profusely. How do you know a tomb is there? I don't. That's what the metal detector's for. How do you know there's anything to detect? It's probably all stone and dusty corpses. Actually, you'd be surprised how much metal can be found in a tomb. Belt buckles, coffin handles, candlesticks, gold, silverware. Implying something? Oh, goodness me, no. Listen, the tomb could be in the other side of the grounds for all you know. Sure, but this is as good a place to start as any. And until I see some compelling evidence for its location, I'll continue my systematic sweep. Can I borrow your metal detector? What do you want it for? I'm not sure yet. Brilliant. Oh, what did he say? I missed the last thing. No, you can have it when I found a tomb. Are you the one who dug up half the lawn? Yeah. I was trying to dig my way out of this place, but the ground gets really solid 2 feet down, and even the wall foundations go further. Well, that would explain the holes nearest the walls. What about the others? All right, I was looking for treasure. Happy now? You want some kind of medal? There's professional interest, you understand. Any luck? With treasure? Nah. Found some kind of pipeline running under the lawn, but not much else. Emmy, even though Squid did it, I still think you were the murderer, Ops. Thanks, Emmy. I thought I was the murderer too. A lot of people in the game tried to be the murderer. I stabbed someone through a wall thinking it was the person I was trying to kill, but I was so lame that I didn't do it. Hi. Say hi to Dom and Gran and Knox, although Gran went to go get some dinner. We're playing a British adventure game. It's really spooky, Emmy. You might like it. You might be a little scared. There's some scary parts. It's getting very scary. We're locked in a house. We can't get out. You could escape Mario style. Yeah, just jump down. How are you doing? Oh, I'm just fine. And when I find a way out, I'll be even better. I'll see you around. Whatever. Whatever. Frick. I hope you're ready for some ASMR, Emmy. Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tappy tappy tap tap tap. Jim? Oh, I'm Mr. Trilby. That's all. All right, Mr. Trilby. That's the good part about this game, is that there's no real way to win. I can't think of a use for any of these books at the moment. A map always comes in handy. Can't think of a use for any of these books at the moment. Let's take a look at the map and see what it says. It's a very old architectural plan of Defoe Manor. There's Defoe Manor, with the underground tomb clearly marked being under the front yard. There's something odd about this map, like there's something missing. No, it's not that. There's something here that doesn't belong. There's something I don't recall seeing in the house. Ah, yes. The secret stairway. There's a stairway there marked in the kitchen that is not there. It's on the map, but not in the house. Creepy. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. I'm not going to be doing anything with my bare hands. Sounds like someone's afraid of getting himself a little dirty. My God, I'm taking a look at myself. I am such a mess of hair. It's glorious. Mr. Hardy, I found this old map in the library. Did you? Take a look. The tomb is clearly under the front yard. But this is the backyard. There's no way into the front yard. Sucks, doesn't it? Well, I guess there goes my escape plan out the window. Thanks a bunch, buddy. Don't mention it. Can I borrow the metal detector? Why the hell not? Take away my house, might as well take away my only worldly possession too. Have fun with it. Thanks. Now, excuse me. Tap, 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 tap. Well, now I've got a metal detector, and I've forgotten what to do with it. Rather a cheap, overused metal detector. I wouldn't know where to begin. I'd need a starting point. Tap, 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 tap. That doesn't work. True. Tap, 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 tappy, tappy, tap. That doesn't work. Curiouser and curiouser. That's all.
Thanks, Mr. Trailbay.
Melodico. Greeting and salutations. Welcome to OBStober, home for all your spooky games here on Twitch. Have you ever played 5 Days a Stranger? If not, you're in for a spooky time. Oh yeah. Also, my hair is terrifying. Soon it will envelop me. I will be more hair than human. Let's say Ohio, because it's morning here in Japan. Ohio gozaimasu. The only thing I remember how to say in Japanese is Benjo wa doko desu ka? I can track where this pipeline leads with the metal detector. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, the trail ends here. And what have we here? Philip's laboring must have covered it up. Well, that didn't seem to do anything. Perhaps if I use a stick on it. It's a small metal panel with a single unmarked red button. Well, that didn't seem to do anything. Well, it must have done something. Is that a red person getting naked on the bottom right? Oh, ads, but they are in Japanese. Well, you're getting Japanese ad. Yes, that's Laura Bow slowly getting undressed for your amusement. Obsessive Repulsive, you're home on Twitch for tasteful nudity. I saw at the end of my stream last night, I was done streaming at like 2 a.m. and I saw a streamer with face tattoos, first of all, and the biggest, most absurd I saw the biggest, most absurd fake breasts I've ever seen. They were so absurd that it must have been a prosthesis. And the stream was saying, like, please be tasteful, please be respectful, but also, here's my OnlyFans, and yada, yada, yada. It was very odd. Well, that didn't seem to do anything. What does it do? Oh, this is the thing that empties the pool. That's right. OnlyFans says the Repulsive. Finally. If Emmy has her say. Oh, geez. Christ. Oh, Christ. This is definitely the man I met on the landing. Presumably AJ. Looks like someone tied him to an iron hook at the bottom of the pool. But I think he was dead before then. His throat's been split open by a large edged weapon. God, the stench. I've got to find the others. Dead? How? Murdered. He was stabbed to death and tied to the bottom of the pool. Oh my God. You know what this means, don't you? We're the only ones in this house. The killer has to be one of us. Not necessarily. I don't think any of us could engineer. Shut up. It was you, wasn't it? You killed AJ and now you're covered in your tricks. Now I'm Australian with him. Philip, you're being absurd. Why would Trilby tell us where the body is if he wanted to hide it? He's covering his tricks. He was last to arrive. Don't tell me you're not a bit suspicious of him. Look, what happened to AJ was a terrible thing. But if we let it tear us apart, we could all go the same way. He's got a point, Philip. Oh, I see. You're all in on this together. Philip, shut up. As far as I'm concerned, there's no one I can trust anymore. From now on, it's every man for themselves. Later, MG. Thanks for stopping in. Idiot. He's shaken. We all are. So, what do you think? About AJ, I mean. I'm not really sure. I think we're being haunted. Oh. Well, at least someone's keeping their head. Look, I'm not exactly in love with such an unscientific idea as a murderous ghost. But nothing other than the supernatural could have engineered this situation. And this house has a bad history. A history I think it's time I started looking into. Well, you do whatever you want. I think I'm going to look into AJ's death with a slightly more sensible attitude. Where's Jim? Someone should tell him about AJ. I think he went upstairs. I'll go look for him. Father? Jim? Jim, is that you? What are you doing, Father? Father what? Father, no! No, don't! Father! Father! Hold on! Mr. Trilby! Jesus Christ! Every day ends with a banger, Jim.
Sorry, Mr. Trilby, you wanted me to wake you.
Did I?
You remember yesterday? You told me about AJ, then said you were going to look into the house. Then you asked me to wake you this morning so you could get started.
Yes, I remember. Thank you, Jim.
Anytime.
I do not remember. I don't remember anything. Even if I wanted that ugly thing, which I don't, I'd have to break the glass to get to it. Even if I wanted that ugly thing, which I don't. Let me see if there's any more books. This game is all about finding books. Just in case you thought you needed a book, here's a book. Still locked tight. Line's dead. Still dead. Tap, 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 tap. I'm not the sort of cat burglar. No blood, no nothing. Still locked. Still locked. Just spamming books. Just spamming books. Just keep clicking the books. You never know when one's going to be useful. Ah, look who it is. Hello, Philip. Leave me alone, cat burglar. Have you seen the others? No. All I know is they're not here bothering me. Why don't you go join them? What are you doing? None of your business. Are those maps of the house? Yes, they're maps. I'm going to find a way out, and I'm going to get away from this madhouse once and for all. And after that, if I ever see your smug pinstripe wearing face again, it'll be a million years too soon. Come on, Philip, none of us could have possibly killed AJ. You want to bet? You're over 6 foot. You could have done it easy. Maybe I could have, but I didn't. Prove it. You know I can't. Well then. You know, your attitude could be the death of us. There's certainly going to be the death of you if you don't get out of my face. So, feeling any better this morning? I'm just peaches. Now go away. I'll catch you later. I don't see anything important. Well, isn't he in just a peachy mood? What's this?
I found it out here like this. Do you know whose it is?
Yeah, it's mine.
Did you bring it here last night or something?
Of course not. I was in the front yard and there's no way to the front yard.
Maybe someone's trying to help us.
Maybe.
I'll go find the others and let them know about it.
Sure. What the hell? Great, my lockpicks are here. They must have gotten out of my pocket while I was getting out of the car. I'll hide an emergency pick in the lining of my tie like I usually do. You know, like we all do. Moon?
Oh, Truby, how's the ghost hunt going?
You know where the others are?
Sorry, Truby, I haven't seen any of them since yesterday.
Someone brought my car into the backyard.
Yes, I noticed. It's your car, is it?
Did you bring it in here?
Just got a bit more colour in the place.
I see. What are you doing?
Investigating. Like we all should be doing.
Oh, what did you conclude?
I found his wallet. He had ID for almost every government agency I can think of. Everything from MI6 to CRD.
Really?
He must have been sent to investigate the house. Some kind of secret mission. That's why he never told us anything about himself.
That would make sense, certainly. And I'd say this constitutes a pretty spectacular failure of that mission. Any clues on who did this?
Must have been a pretty big fella, I think, armed with a large slashing weapon like a machete. I found a piece of leather.
Leather? Like Philip's jacket?
No, it wasn't black. Brown leather, like from an old-fashioned blacksmith apron. There was a torn-off piece in AJ's hand.
I see. How are you feeling?
Fine, thank you.
You're not too shaken about AJ.
I don't have time to be shaken about AJ. Whoever did this to him might still be around. Once we're safely out of harm's way, I'll think about being shaken. See you later. Sure. Now's not a good time to disturb the dead. When is a good time to disturb the dead? I mean, come on. Come on, disturb the dead. Disturb the dead. Come on. Disturb the dead. Alien dance, alien dance. There we go. Ah, lovely. The cupboard is bare. One of those two-man wood saws. Yeah, I'm just going to hold on to that. That's fine. Welcome back. How we doing? We're doing good. We're on day 3. Things are starting to get a little creepy. We found a dead guy in a pool. But other than that, we're doing okay. Knock, knock. Who's there? I can see stairs through there. They must have been blocked off centuries ago. He's remodeling the kitchen. Are these manacles? What the hell was this room used for? They're quite firmly attached to the wall. Manacles! What the hell was going on in here? Hello, Philip. Leave me alone, cat burglar. Cheerio. Quiet. Now that I've got my lockpicks, all the rooms are at my whim and fancy. But first I want to see if little Jimmy's around. Tore through the blank wall in the kitchen to find manacles. Belonging to whom? For what? All I know is the boss music has taken a turn. I think I did it, but it still won't go. There must be a deadbolt or something on the other side. There we go. Unlocked. According to the front cover, this is the diary of Sir Roderick Defoe, circa early 19th century. Well, let's get the... No! The book. Get the book. The Diary of Sir Roderick Defoe, March 5th, 1805. Work on the house is going well. It should be completed by the end of July.
Belinda is already excited about the forthcoming wedding and spends many hours of the day going over even the smallest details over and over again. Not since our early courtship has she been so giddy with joy. It softens my heart to see her smile, and she smiles often. I'm wondering why I didn't retire sooner. I am only now having the opportunity to write this, as it has been a most hectic day. The wedding went without a hitch, and the house was ready for us to move in as soon as the ceremony was over. Belinda insisting on consummating our marriage immediately. I am sure, dear diary, this house can expect to hear the laughter of children before 1806 is out. February 14th, a romantic day for our announcement. The physician has just left, confirming that Belinda is with child. A child we can expect to be born in June. We have already decided to name the child Matthew if a boy or Jane if a girl. Belinda is dead. I will never forget her face, ash gray, contorted with pain. The child is healthy. Would it had never come about and spared me this fresh hell. Matthew showed me the painting of the grounds he had created. I worry about the boy. Why can't he have healthier interests, like soldiering? The painting was fair, I suppose, but I would rather my child be less of a weakling. It is the anniversary of the night I unleashed a horror which tonight shall remove from this world. May God forgive me. That's the last entry. A horror. What kind of horror? This must be the room Clarence Defoe had picked out for himself and his wife. Nice digs. Empty. No, shouldn't feel right sleeping in a dead man's bed. Empty. What's that? Looks like something under the window. Scratches. They don't look like they were made by human fingernails. Oh, what do you know? It opened. Of course, since it overlooks the backyard, this doesn't help much. It's a very old, very dead oak tree. The window must lead to the other locked room. It's a tile that must have come away slightly during the rebuilding. Perhaps I can Spider-Man my way across. Spider-Man? Well, I'm sure it would be highly amusing to grolly across the gap and slam against the oak tree. It would not be a great help. Something must be done about the tree. If only I had something in my inventory that could do something about... Oh yes, the giant saw. A two-man saw. Looks like I need to practice a little-known tactic called teamwork. This was one of the puzzles I remember getting stuck on as a kid, and I might get stuck on it again. I was having trouble finding a way to get a second person to do this. I think you just use it and someone pops out. This is not a one-man job. Yes, I'm confused. I'm a little confused. Don't remember if it's supposed to be her. Did I say as a kid? Yes, I consider when I was in my early 20s to be a child. In fact, I still consider myself to be a child. My gross immaturity, an affirmation of my belief. Now, Chirpy, how's the ghost hunt going? Hi, want to saw a tree down with me? I may need it. What are you texting me about? Hello, Philip. I'll catch you later. Okay. Well, I might be getting stuck again slightly. Let's see. Did I forget something in this room? Be in one of these rooms now? Please remind me. Fuck you. I haven't looked at all the exhibits yet. There he is. Jim. Yeah. What do you think we should do next?
I think we should be doing as much research on the house as we can.
What are you doing?
I'm just looking for stuff on the house. Why? Don't know.
Yes, you do, Jim. Why?
Because I want to help, but I'm not sure what I could do.
You want to tag along with me?
Sure, I promise not to get in the way.
Oh god, not another escort mission. Yeah, I just gotta check. There's all these doors, but then there's the hidden doors that are off camera that I need to click on. Tim, give me a hand with this. Yep, that's how cutting down a tree works. I love that he did that so he wouldn't have to show animating the sawing action.
Why did we cut the tree down, Mr. Trilby?
I'm not exactly sure. I know it makes me feel better. Jim? Yes. What do you think we should do next? Never mind.
Okay. Why did we cut down the tree, Mr. Trilby?
I'm not entirely sure, but I know it made me feel better. Alright, so now you can tell me, Gran. Does Gabriel Knight 3 have the same actors as Gabriel Knight 2? And is it all in VFX, whatever? Like the other one? I just need to mentally prepare for it.
I'm not telling my name.
What are you doing, Mr. Trilby? Just popping out for some fresh air. Why don't you wait for me in the library? Yeah, okay. Preserve the mystery. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what happens here. There's nothing in that particular area for me to hook onto. Me. A gentleman thief never tells. Good thing that window was open. I don't paint. There's nothing in here but this old diary. Well, take the old diary. Empty. Another old diary. An even a fixed tile is an insane thing to put all your weight on. An already loose tile, yeah, well, I mean, I should be dead anyway. That's why it's a game, Gran. The Secret Diary of Matthew Defoe. June 28th, 1814. Today is my 8th birthday. Nanny said I would soon be a big, strong man like my father. I wanted to see him today, but he wouldn't come out of his study all day. Nanny says he always gets cross on me on this day, but it's not because of me. I found a new friend. He's behind the door in the kitchen, and he doesn't have a name. He likes me to sit and talk to him, before he gets very angry when he finds me doing this. I asked Father who the boy behind the door was, but he told me there was no boy there, and the door, and he was just a silly fantasy. Hello, Volmac. Oh my, excuse me. I didn't see you there. I was too busy playing this horror game. How are you? May 24th. I showed Father the painting I just finished. He said it was quite good, which is the best thing he's ever said. While he was in a good mood, I asked if I could go and look behind the door in the kitchen. He pretended not to hear me. My father has done a terrible thing. All this time he pretended there was no boy behind the door, and now this. There is blood all over the kitchen floor. I will do what I can. Then we can be a family together and be happy. That's where it ends, except for a little ink blot just underneath the text. I think I've read enough. I have an idea I have some idea of what's going on here. If there's a ghost in this place, there must be a connection to the disappearance of Sir Roderick and Matthew Defoe. Was Matthew schizophrenic or something? Did Sir Roderick kill him and disappear to avoid the law? It's odd that neither of their bodies were ever found. If I could find Matthew's body, perhaps I could get to the bottom of this. Maybe there's a book or something in the library that could help me. I'm not very tired. Take the teddy. Ah, why the hell not? Off to the library we go. There must be some book in the occult section. Those are the black books. Why not? I can certainly do with a laugh. It's a very old Victorian-era stuffed bear. It's a book on white magic, of course. Why's it gotta be white magic? Off to the library we go, where we learn everything that we know. Except when they take books and they set them on fire. By taking the teddy, that means you'll have to bear with it. There you are, Nox. Slow start for the spooky game, but you got one in there. You know, when you didn't have a pun for the first part of this stream, I knew things were looking pretty grisly. Thank you. Finding a person from their possession. Tie the possession in question to a stick and dip it in salt. Next, wave it over the place where the subject sleeps. When you hold it in front of you, the object should now indicate on the direction the owner lies. Well, that's easy. Let's go ahead and... There's no way to attach the bear to the stick. A little macabre, perhaps, but never mind. He just wanted to use the way macabre because it's got the cord around the bear's neck. There we go. Hey, we've got a bear on a stick. Nothing weird about that. If only there was some place in the house where there was an exaggeratedly large amount of salt. Oh, wait. The kitchen. The bag of salt. Let's all have a giggle together. And then we go back to his bedroom, and we wave it over his bed. Although why does a 15-year-old have a teddy bear? Whatever, I'm not judging. Salty bear. That's funny. I guess that'll do. Salty bear plus stick. That doesn't work. It seems to be indicating to my left. This is indicating to my left. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. You must not know about me. Either it's not working properly or it's pointing straight downward. Well, I think it's working very properly. It's indicating to the northeast. It's indicating to the south. It's indicating to the southeast. It's indicating to the south. It's pointing straight down. The animation skipping on this bear is a little shameful. Yeah, just a little holding it up. But oh, I'm facing away from the camera because you can't see. Look, it's beginning animation. He's just like, hey man, I'm just trying to fucking, like... That doesn't work. Ah, Matthew Defoe, I presume. Did Sir Roderick keep him down here? No, he can't have. There'd have been mention of it in one of the books I read. So, hold on, I don't think that's Matthew's hand. There's another corpse down here. It looks like the body of a much older man. You know, I have a feeling this is Sir Roderick. Judged by the ribs, he was killed with a large stabbing weapon. But by whom? What was that? Sounded like it came from the other side of the house. Yeah. 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 Ah. Yeah. Oh. Must have been getting its bearings. Hello, Philip. Is a Dium a type of bear? I'm sorry. I'm trying to think for one for a cub, but I can't do it. Can't. So, Dium. Yep, now I got it. It's called. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This thing has been knocked over. The bell jar has been knocked over and smashed. Looks like the idol is undamaged. Well, let me just pick it up with my bare hands. Nothing bad will happen here. It really is a horrendously ugly little wooden idol. Hang on. What are these little stains? Father, why? Oh boy. Oh, God, my head. What the hell happened last night? I remember. Oh God, Philip. Did I kill Philip? I don't remember anything. Last thing I remember was putting my hand on that idol. I've got to warn the others. Oh, they've taken everything from me. Ah, thank God I still have my bear. There, it's stuck shut. Now it's locked. God knows where they found the key. It won't answer me. Hello? Is anyone out there? Quiet. Simone, is that you? Yes, I'm keeping guard. Hi. Shut up. You killed Philip. Don't even try to deny it. I did. Don't play games with me. I'm keeping guard until the police get into the grounds. Then I'm handing you over. Huh. Well, that's a relief. Simone, what do you want now? Where's Jim? Why do you want to know? So you can track him down and kill him? Before picking it up, he should have remembered the saying, idle hands are the devil's workshop. Ah! He could be in terrible danger. I know. To the police, have you handcuffed? We all are. Simone. You're making a terrible mistake. Oh, am I? Why is that? Haven't you ever watched a horror movie? There's always someone who gets wrongfully accused of the killings, and whoever does the accusing is destined to be horribly murdered next. What the hell kind of fantasy world are you living in? You're the killer. That's a proven fact. There's no way of denying it. What makes you think I killed Philip, anyway? Oh well, let me see. First, Jim and I are attacked by a huge guy in a welding mask and apron with a machete, but manage to get away. Then we come into the kitchen to find a huge guy in a welding mask and an apron unconscious next to Philip's corpse. And when we took the mask off, lo and behold, it's you. Look, you've got it all wrong. Oh, really? Well then, let's hear your version. I was possessed by a ghost. Oh, now that impresses me. Do you think of that all by yourself? It's the truth, I swear. Shut up. Just shut up. Just go and have a look in the basement. There's 2 corpses down there, Sir Roderick and Will Matthew Defoe. And take a look through those books I was carrying. There's a ghost here, I swear. Trilby, I'm not going to let you drag me into your lunatic fantasy. Just keep your mouth shut. Very well. What do you want now? What have you done with my tie? It was Jim's idea. He took it off so you wouldn't hang yourself. Why wouldn't you want me to hang myself if I'm such a cold-blooded killer? Jim still seems to think you might somehow be innocent. The boy really admired you, you know. I'm filled with shame. I'm sure. Owen, what have you done with my tie? Where's Jim? If you left him alone, he's already dead. Shut up. The real killer's still out there. He could be creeping up on you even as we speak. I said shut up! I can't remember what the dialogue option is. He knows that I'm innocent, does he? He almost hacked him to pieces with a machete. I think he'll have that taken into consideration. You're making a terrible mistake. The real killer's still on the loose. Oh, sure. I suppose they knocked you out, dressed you in their clothes, and put the machete in your hand and cleverly hid while you discovered you. Something like that. Oh, please. The police will never get in here. The house will only let people in one by one, and even if an officer does get inside, they can't leave. Will you shut up about your stupid haunted house theory? One good solid battering ram to the front door, they can come and go as they please. What makes you think I killed Philip, anyway? Oh, really? Let me hear your version. The real killer tricked me.
He made me put on his mask and apron. When he attacked me and Jim, he was wearing a grey pinstripe suit. I suppose you lent it to him for the weekend. I was possessed by a ghost. Philip tried to kill me first. Oh, I see. You killed Philip in self-defense, so I suppose when you burst into the living room and swung that machete at Jim and me, you were just trying to swat a fly or something. Where's Jim? Be in terrible danger. He knows I'm innocent. If you've left him alone, he's already dead. I know. How do I get out of here? I forget. Hmm. I might need one. I seem to be forgetting what happens. I know I'm supposed to get my tie so I can pick the lock on the door. I need to send her away, but I can't remember the chronology of stuff to do. Yeah, what am I missing here? You're right that you want your tie. Thank you. Am I already talking to myself? Because you might do the thing. Do the thing, Bart! That would be terrible. Is there a chain thread in here where I can convince myself that I have to be guilty with everything? Okay. There you go. I forgot how to get to that chain. The ghost. It talks to me late at night when no one else can hear, trying to make me do things, evil things. Shut up. Never leaves me alone. I can't sleep, and I have the blackouts. I'll wake up with blood all over me in an unfamiliar place. It's happened so many times now, I can't count them. Shut up! Kill AJ. Kill Philip. Kill everyone. It wouldn't leave me alone. I'm warning you. I'm delirious with guilt most of the time. I still think I can get rid of the voice with your help. My help? You just let me out of here. You can help me exercise it. There's probably some stuff in the library about. No way, you really think I'm stupid? There's no ghost. It's just you and your insanity. All right. You're making a terrible mistake. Real killer. Ah, shit. What was the one? I forgot. Do I have to do it in order? I forget. Yeah, I have to do them in order. Killed most of the time. I can see the face of every poor innocent I've killed every time I close my eyes. Most evenings I cry so hard I vomit several times. Sometimes I just want the nightmare to end. If death came right now, I'd welcome it. Oh God. Simone, let me have my tie back. Your tie, please. Oh, to hell with it. Have it, you psycho. Ha ha, sucker! Now slipped on, and here's my emergency lockpick. See, this demonstrates the importance of forethought. Thank you, Trilby. Yeah, there we go. Unlocked. Surprise, Simone! Where's Simone's gone to now? I've got to get her and Jim to believe me about the idol. Yoo-hoo! Hello, Simone. Oh, Christ. I'd really rather not touch him. And I've confessed. They'll be sure to listen now. There's my starve in this place. That's not good. See the little difference there in decor? The portrait of a skeleton in a blood-stained safari suit. The plaque reads Sir Roderick Defoe. I don't want it. It kind of freaks me out. Why would it freak you out, I wonder? No. I won't be touching that again. Where are you two? Tell me, where are you? No one in here either. Where the hell is everyone? Shelby! And before you say anything, I don't know. I know you didn't really kill Philip, or you do. I figured you were lying to me to get away from the shed. I saw him again. The killer! The guy in the welding mask. I spotted him downstairs, but he didn't see me. And I can't find Jim anywhere. Phone, you have to listen to me. The ghost. Oh, shut up about your ghost. This isn't a ghost, it's a regular flesh and blood psycho. Speak of the devil. Eek. Hey, retro homebrew. Dad's in here to see us through. Hello. Beg your pardon. I love how there's no, like, game over screen. It's just like, no, that's how the game ends for you. Good game. That's it. I won the game, guys. Looks like this guy got the rug pulled out from under. Oh, God. Jim? How is he? He's awake. He's fine. Doesn't remember anything, just like I didn't. Look, I only sort of half believe this possession thing right now. But in the absence of a better suggestion, I guess I'm going along with it. Have you been going over those books I was carrying? Yes, and some texts on the occult. Apparently, if we want to destroy this thing, we have to get the spirit back to its old body. That'll make it quasi-mortal. It'll still be dangerous, but not unkillable. We have to find the body first. And to do that, we must know who the ghost is. I've been thinking about this, and I have a fairly workable theory. Yes, I have a couple ideas about it myself. Well, right, the ghost is something to do with the disappearance of Roderick and Matthew Defoe, right? The deaths and disappearances all started after that. Agreed. So, what do you think? I think Sir Roderick had more than one son. Yes, because of what I read in Sir Roderick's diary. Exactly. He makes reference to some monster he helped create, and he doesn't mean Matthew. And Matthew talks about another boy in the house, a boy behind the kitchen door. Those manacles indicate that someone was kept imprisoned in the basement. Where do you think the other son came from? I want to hear what you think first. I think Belinda Defoe gave birth to twins. I think Sir Roderick fathered a love child while in Africa. I think Sir Roderick had an affair just before Belinda died. I think she gave birth to twins. It's Frankenstein's monster! The alternative is they both want you dead, lady. You're trapped either way. It's just you're so annoying. Your voice is like beep 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 beep. I think Belinda Defoe gave birth to twins. I agree with that. I found Belinda's death certificate. She died about 20 minutes after Matthew was already out. I think it was the second son that did her in. Sir Roderick went practically insane with grief, blamed the poor kid for her death, and kept him locked in the basement, refused to even acknowledge his existence. Can you imagine what that must have done for the boy, growing up in a filthy grotto like some kind of animal, given no education, no love? The boy would be completely retarded and insane. He probably couldn't tell the difference between one person or another. That's why he kills absolutely everyone who enters the house. He thinks they're all Sir Roderick, come to torment him some more. But what happened on that day 15 years later when Sir Roderick and Matthew disappeared? You found the corpses in the basement, so they were obviously murdered. Question is how and why? Obviously, the other boy managed to escape from the basement. Sir Roderick went mad and tried to kill him. Maybe someone found out about him and killed Sir Roderick. Sir Roderick went mad and tried to kill him. Yes. Remember the Sir Roderick's diary in the last entry? He talks about destroying the monster. He must have gotten really drunk, and it being the anniversary of Belinda's death didn't help. He went down to the basement and beat the poor kid to death. After death, Matthew found the body afterwards and tried to bandage him up. Matthew wasn't the sharpest tool in the box. His brother lived on for a bit longer. Long enough to get a mask and machete and kill both his father and Matthew. Then he must have just died from his wounds. Jesus. And we're trying to destroy his ghost? None of anything that happened to him is his own fault. What little mind he had is no more. All he is now is hate. If we don't kill him, he'll kill us all. There's no reasoning with him. I suppose you're right. It's very sad, really. What will you do now? Yeah, perfect justice for Ghost. Then I'm going to figure out how to bring his soul back and to destroy him. Let me know if I can be of any help. I will. Good luck. Thanks. Tap 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 tap. All right, we'll save here real quick on day 5. We'll bang out this 3 minutes for people who aren't subs, and we'll be right back.
Do. High quality. It's one of those things that you get to a point and all of a sudden you're like, well, I guess I got to check every room. You're welcome. Okay. Ah! No! 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 What kind of hitbox bullshit is that? Hustle. Easy game. What's the last... I hope it's just more... There's not like another shitty minigame that I haven't beaten. The fuck is this? Come on.
One bullet left. Clip that shit.
Then we're back. I hope you've enjoyed your advertisements for online gambling and the like. Hey, buddy. Mr. Trilby. Yes, Jim. Can I ask you a favor? Sure. I still have the mask and the apron and the knife from last night. Could you take them and throw them away for me? I really don't like having them around. Sure. Thank you. No, thank you. Jim? Yes. What happened last night exactly? Well, me and Miss Taylor were in the living room, and then this big man entered in a mask and tried to kill us with a big knife. We were able to get away, but then we heard Mr. Hardy screaming. Miss Taylor told me to wait here. A bit later, she came back and told me it was you in the mask. I didn't really believe that. She went off to keep guard or something, and I went to the trophy room and found this wooden door thing on the floor. Next thing I remember, I was in the bathroom and my head really hurt. Did I really try to kill you? No, but something did, through you. I don't like this place anymore, Mr. Trilby. You and me both. How are you feeling? My head still hurts a bit. I feel a bit woozy. Apart from all that, I'm fine. See you later. Wow, so we didn't let Trilby keep his tie. But we let the kid with a murder weapon. Yep, now we get it. I'm starting to really enjoy being in prison for 4 days with strangers to death. But now, I feel like the place is taking a slight turn. Sounds like someone needs more books on the occult. This must be something about, there must be something about summoning angry spirits in here. Black Magic book. Arts of Black Magic and Necromancy. Summoning angry spirits to their bodies. Okay. Murderous wraiths are nigh indestructible when they can hop from body to body, but tying them down to their old bodies returns them to partial mortality, a state in which they can be destroyed. Simply enough, place the spirit's original body in a place of fire and death, return it to its old clothes, then read aloud the following passage, omitting nothing. There's just loads of magic gobbledygook here. When I want to read it out, I should use this book on myself. Warning, the summoning of a wraith will often bring forth other unquiet spirits who will haunt those who hold their possessions. Wow. Terrible. All right, well, first things first is I need to find the body. I don't know where his body is. An ordinary old-fashioned welding mat spotted with blood, a blacksmith's leather apron. The machete is absolutely coated in crimson. Absolutely coated in crimson. This impression needs more Michael Caine. For the little kid? Now, the little kid, I'm just going to talk him like this, but he's not like the thing. He's not like that, you know what I mean? Okay. Find the possession. Tie the possession in question to a stick and dip it in salt. Next, wave it over the place where the subject sleeps. I don't have a stick. Oh, this is the part where I have to use the knife on the apron. Is it the knife to cut up the apron? Or is there scissors somewhere? Are there scissors somewhere that I'm missing? Then I gotta cut this shit up with something. Well, now there's nothing there. And that's creepy. And you don't do that, but do you remember where, Gran, do you remember where the scissors are? I remember I have to cut up the apron, but I don't remember with that. Figure it out, nerd! Oh my god! You're the worst, Gran. Why, man? Why are you so mean? Hello? Moon? Philby? How are you feeling? Feel a lot better once we get out of this madhouse. What am I supposed to be doing again? You need to find the ghost's original body and then find a way to bring its soul back and then destroy the body and soul together. Right. Oh, where could the body be? I don't know. You seem to find the bodies in the basement, all right. Maybe you should use the same keen body hunting abilities you used on them. Right, how do I bring the soul back? There are bound to be a few texts on the subject in the library. Well, how do I destroy him? I mean, if I bring him back, he'll be undead. What if it requires a special method? I have no idea. Perhaps summoning book in the library will offer a clue. Never mind. It was in the lounge the whole time? I thought I had properly clicked on everything. nerve. This is not the lounge. This is not the lounge. Oh, what are they doing there? Those weren't there before. Fine. Alright, so we take the skizzers, and we use them to cut a little strip of the apron. You cut a thin strip off the apron. And then I take a thin strip and I tie it to the knife. And then I take that and I tie it to the mask. And now I'm going to take that and dip it in salt. And I'll find out where this boy's body is. Either it's not working properly or it's pointing straight downwards. Oh, that's right. I have to wave it over where he slept. I guess this must be where he slept if he was chained to these all the time. When I get to the end game of this, I want to show you some fun ways that you can fail. The game is very intuitive as far as like, oh, well, you're going to have to fail some of these puzzles to kind of figure it out unless you're superhuman. But it does it in a clever way. Wrong bedroom. Wrong room. Seems to be indicating to my left. Wrong room. Straight down. I can't get them with my bare hands. Perhaps a machete will work. I can level up the floor with the machete. Hey, Dad. Whoa, these bones are pretty oddly shaped. I think this kid must have been born deformed. Well, come to Papa, buddy. You're coming with me. Let's take a look at this body. The heavily decayed remains of Sir Roderick Defoe's unwanted son. Jim? Yes. See you later. Oh yes, I have to do this thing first before. Silly me. Adventure games are all about order. You must do things in the correct order. If they're not done in the right order, then we have no order in the world. And if there's no order in the world, then what is the point of order, I might add? Then things would be out of order. How unorderly. There we are. All right then. On the floor you go. I guess this would count as a room of fire and death. There we are. The arts of black magic embody the body, but try and put them in the way of bodies returns. Simply enough, place the spirit's original body in a place of fire and death, return it to its old clothes, and read aloud the following passage, omitting nothing. Da-da-da-da-da. Right. So I need to put all the things on his body. Somehow I don't think I've improved his looks. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, so I just saved, so, right. So I can now use the book on me. Here goes nothing. In this hall of death and by the light of Prometheus' gift I call thee. I bring thee gifts that may tempt thee back. I bring thee thy helm that thou would be masked. I bring thee thy armor that thou would be clothed. I bring thee thy sword that thou would be armed. Come. 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 Ah, good, it worked. Maybe I could have planned this better. It's a black magic ritual, Gran. They don't rely on grammar. Guess we should call you Grammar Felician from now on. Could you meet me in the trophy room? Do you have a plan? Yes, I've got a plan. Okay then. I've got a plan. You've got a plan. I've got 15% of the plan. All right, I'll see you in there and tell me when. Just shoot me a line when you start. I'm gonna raid into you when we're done. Good luck not killing everyone. Think it'll work. It'll take a miracle. Bye-bye. I'm already up, fool. Man, I don't be checking Twitch while I'm streaming. I'm all in. I'm locked in, son. Would you go down to the trip room? Why? I have a plan. Well, okay. I discovered this by accident. And by deductive reasoning, but mostly by an accident. So I have it all set up here. And I said, oh, I'm going to give someone the gun so they can shoot him. And it still didn't work. But then I only had so much stuff left in my inventory, so I was like, well, this might work, maybe. Oh, this thing's heavier than it looks. I'm not carrying it around. I better find a place to put it. That doesn't work. You can't give it to Jim. Here you are, Simone. You hold on to this for me, Simone? This is part of the plan. Or do you just get a kick out of seeing women with big guns? Please, Simone. Oh, all right. And all I had left was the teddy bear. So eventually I was just like, well, what if I give this to him? Would you hold on to this for me, Jim? Whatever you say. All right. Here goes nothing. I call on the... Come. Come! Come! Now this is pretty fucked up, this part. Might get a little sensitive. Jesus Christ, what now? Should it be what? You! I knew you were evil from the moment you came into this world, demon child. May God forgive me for having a part in your creation. Why did you kill me, brother? I helped you when you were injured. I bandaged you when our father made his mistake. No mistake, young one. Now do you see why I tried to keep you away from this creature? It has no understanding of human ways. You're wrong, Father. If you'd have just given him a chance to be normal. Cease your prating, Matthew. It's time to put an end to the horror I unleashed. What are you doing, Father? Father, no! Father! Father! Now I think would be a good time to take our leave. Miss Taylor, over here. What the hell's been going on in there? We've been trying to get in there for hours, and suddenly the place catches fire. The doors burst open, and you two... Us two? Where's Trilby? I thought he was right behind us. You're saying there's someone else in there? Trilby! Trilby! Wait a second. Trilby the cat burglar? Yes. Get someone in there. He could be in trouble. Maybe the ghost got him. Ghost? I think we'd better get you two down to the station. But Trilby, the fire brigade will find him if he's there. In the meantime, if you'd like to step this way... Death, of course, comes for us all. It came to Sir Roderick Defoe and his youngest son in the shape of each other. Was destroying the ghost the right thing to do? It was acting like any other dumb animal. Oh well, I guess he and his family will have plenty of time to discuss it, wherever they are. Yeah, you did, Plunge. As for me, well, I have no complaints. I've lived a life many would consider out of the ordinary, and I have only one regret. Leaving Simone and Jim to explain it all to the police. That was hardly gentlemanly conduct for a gentleman thief. But I'm sure they'd understand that rushing into a field full of police officers wouldn't have been a good idea. It's going to be a long walk home. I have some important matters to attend to. I have to track down my fence, for one thing. And then I have to punch him very hard in the face. And that is 5 Days of Stranger. You caught it right at the end, Plungy. Ba-da-na. Ba-da-na. This is the first of the 4 games that he made in this series that sort of talk about this whole series arc of characters and everything. I think it's very close for me between the second and third game as far as which one is the best. But the second and third games are the best. The first and the fourth are kind of like, meh. Second one is exceptional, and it's seriously fucked up. But that's unimportant now, because we're just gonna go and bug Grand Legion and a spooky stream. We're gonna go and bug Grand Legion and a spooky stream. Hey, American Fleecy, American Fleecy, American Fleebs, American Fleebs, oh, American Fleebs. Now that Fleebs and Plungosaurus are having fun in upstate Western New York, I'm going to have to be picking up the load for Plunge's entertainment value, so I'll be doing a lot of streaming. Tomorrow, maybe Phantasmophobia, maybe the next Yahtzee game,
One of the other spooky games we'll be doing this month is Quest for Glory 4, because it's spooky. It's spooky. It's spooky. So stay tuned, or don't, or what, I don't, it's fine. It's all good. Life is great. Life is short. Don't spend it watching me on Twitch, but have a wonderful night. Be well. Enjoy this Saturday, and stay safe in the nor'easter. Okay? Bye.